So let's take a look at rulers, grids and guides. So I have a file, rulers, grids and guides open, basically the same. So go to the view menu and first of all uncheck smart guides. You can use the shortcut Control U as well to deactivate smart guides. And now to activate ruler, you need to use the shortcut Control R. Control R, and there you have the ruler. You can press Control R again and your rulers will be gone. You can also access the rulers going to the properties panel, and here you have this option, show the rulers. Also you can access the rulers from view, rulers and show rulers. So I'm going to use this one, click, and there you have a ruler. You can click and drag from here, and there you have your guide. If you want a horizontal, you can drag from here, and if you want a vertical one, then click and drag from here. You can use these guides if you want to create an object in specific dimensions, or you want to align it, or using it for layout and other stuff like that. So I have just created a small layout like this. So I can use as many guides as I want. I can just click and drag, and then if I don't want it, I can just select it. This is now selected. I can press delete and the guide will be gone. Or I could just click and drag and move it up back into the where it came from. Okay. So here in properties, I have another option. While I'm working here, I have chances to get any of these guides clicked and moved a bit as well. So after putting on guides and you're sure of it, go back to the properties panel and here click on lock guides. Click on this and these guides will be locked. Now nothing will move these guides as they are locked. You can also access lock guides, view menu, rulers, sorry, it's here guides, it's hide guides or unlock guides. Here it is lock guides, but it is now showing unlock because it is currently locked. So if I unlock it and then go to the guides, and here you have a shortcut Alt Control semicolon for locking the guides. You can also hide the guides using this option, Control and semicolon. And in case you are done with the guides and you want to clear the artboard, then you can just click on this and get clear guides. Undo, and I have my guides back. Okay. So this is the lock guide option, useful for creating when you don't want to disturb the guides. I have options here, that is show grids. Click on this and it will show the grids. If you are very particular about the layouting, you can use this option grids. And next you have, that is a transparency grid, and this area where you see the checkered box is transparent, and if I switch off, I'm back to my standard look. Go to the view menu and guides. I have two kinds of rulers, that is global rulers and artboard rulers. I'll change to global rulers, and there you can see it starts from here. 0 is starting from here. There is not much of a change here with respect to the global. That is because I need another artboard. So I'm going to go ahead and use the artboard tool, or use shortcut Shift+O. Click here and take an artboard like so. Click and drag, and right now it is in a continuity. You can see the units are in continuity. If I go to view and rulers, change to artboard rulers, it will start with 0 from here. Okay. Now if I go back and select my first artboard, currently you see it is going with some other unit. If I click here and then it is set to 0 again. So that's your artboard ruler and global ruler. Just go ahead and clear guides. I think I'm going to need guides for using this option. So, and here currently view and snap to point. This is a shortcut for snap to point is alt control double quote. You can also access snap to point clicking on this option. It is currently on. So if you go to this point, you can see that is next to the mouse there is a point. I can click and drag. I just need to log these guides for a sec. Now I'm going to log the guides. Okay. Let's go and click and drag to a certain point. As you can see, it just logs to a point. So with respect to this point, I can snap it to anywhere. I can also use this point. You can drag and snap. There it's snapped. So that is the snap to point option. Here in the status bar you see, here you see option snap to when it's about to snap. So when you are moving, click and drag and move, it is on move and snap to, there you see snap to option, and then you can release that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to view menu, guides and clear guides. Next I have snap to grid. Say I have a grid here and I switch on the snap to grid option, then you can see this will move particularly towards the grid. Go to properties and next is snap to pixel, and it will snap to particular pixel as well. Pixel is the smallest unit, so pixel is not very visible. Currently it is not here. Here I have show smart guides. In case I want my smart guides back, I can click on this and get my smart guides back. Another option that we can see is once we can also change the color of this ruler and the grid as well. So I'm going to go to edit menu in preferences, go to grid and guides, and there I can change the color of the guides. It is currently in cyan color. Style, I can choose style as well. Okay, and let's choose a red one. Maybe red one's pink one. Okay, and I'm gonna change the grid color to something like this. Okay, and style will be lines or dots. Grid line every 72 points. You can also decide the distance between the grids as well. Subdivision is 8, so it's a full controllable grid. You can still make the changes with the grid, not just you are stuck with this default one. So just I'm going to go ahead and give OK, and there is my guide, and there is my grid. As you can see, the changes are made, and I'm going to just go back to my guides and grid and change back to custom ones. I'll just keep it as it is. Reset preferences. I'm going to do reset. Okay. So in case I do reset, it will ask me to restart Illustrator, which I don't want right now. I'll just do it later on. Currently, I'll just go ahead and change the preferences to back to the original ones. Okay. So let's switch off all these options, go to properties and switch off grid as well.
Now let's take a look at the measure tool. I'm gonna just delete this artboard, click on this delete, select and delete. Okay, now within the eyedropper tool, long press here, I have my measure tool. In case you don't want to use guides, you can even measure the distance between two objects using this measure tool. Say I want to measure distance between this green ball and the red ball. So I'm just gonna click and drag and release. So I get the dimensions here, like from x to y, like a graph, and distance is 73.742 point, and the line was tilted a bit, so it gave an angle as well. It's also gave the width and the height as well. Also, you can do among different options, like from here to here. You can also measure the distance, and it will give all the possible dimensions that are given here. So the line will vanish after that. So it's up to you how you use this tool. And anyways, you can still use the guides, but in case you want to go for angles and all that stuff, then you can use this as well. Now we have another option like smart guides. Let's take a look at the smart guides now. I'm going to go to view menu, and here we have smart guides. The shortcut is Control U. Click on this and your smart guides will be checked on. Also, you have the option in the property panel here. This is the option to activate or deactivate smart guides. Smart guides are very much useful while you're creating artworks. So let's say I'm going to click, and then as these pink line you see is the smart guide. It shows the where it is going. So it is currently now at the center, aligned properly along with the center of the yellow circle. Say I go here, it is aligned with the blue circle and the yellow circle both at the same time. It is now here. So now it is showing that it is equal distance from the green circle and the yellow circle. So I'm going to use this, and there. This way you can snap to the corner. It is now showing that it has been snapped to the corner of the artboard, and if I go up, it will show this as well. Also, if I go close to a different object, it will snap like so. It shows intersect. It is also written there, intersect. So this kind of work you can, if you want to merge objects and if you want to know where exactly are the anchor points meeting up, you can use this. So I'm going to use the direct selection tool. Let's say I want to use this point and click and drag. So in case I want to join these two objects at particularly at exact junction here, so and there it is on, particularly on this point there. So you can use smart guides for certain stuff as well. I'm going to give undo. Also, you can work with the advanced option with the smart guides. You can go to edit menu, and there you have preferences. Here, smart guides. You can also activate this box using Control K, that is the hotkey, Control K, and it will appear, and you have to choose smart guides from here. Okay, so color of the smart guides, clips options, clip guides. You have construction guides, angles in case you want to. Snapping tolerance. If the, let's say this object will come within the 4 point of this object, then it will automatically snap. You can also have these alignment guides, object highlighting, construction guide, transform tools, anchor or path labels, measurement labels, spacing guides, and so on. You have further options. You can work with the smart guides in very detailed manner.